This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Pole Position, brought to us by Deke. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So today's Saturday Morning TVLog is another one of the main video game tunes of the 80s. And that would be probably a forgotten tune, an underrated one too, Pole Position. A French-Japanese-American animated series originally produced by Deke along with the MK Company. The series is loosely based on Namco's arcade racing video game series. Anyway, the game and the show have very little in common other than the two cars, Wheels being red in the first game, and Rhodey being blue as in the second game. Anyway, the show was actually one of the first two shows to come to the CBS network. Yes, the show originally premiered on CBS in September of 1984. It was one of two shows from this network to come there, the first two the network. Of course, the other one was the Get Along game, which I have yet to do. Anyway, the show focuses on a family of stunt-driving crime fighters, the Darretts, who investigate and thwart wrongdoing while operating under the front of a traveling show known as the Pole Position Stunt Show, which was sponsored by the U.S. government in order to give cover for their investigative activity and provide maintenance for the high-demand vehicles. The Darretts had two adult children and a third child who was much younger in age. But a road accident ended the life of the parents, and the father's younger brother, known as Uncle Zach, took charge of the stunt show. He said that now that the patriarch and his wife were dead, it was incumbent upon the two adult children, Tess and Dan, to continue their parents' dangerous and proud work. The vehicles feature numerous hidden gadgets like water skis and hover jets. The vehicles' computers themselves are portable and can be removed from the dashboards and carried around using handles. Thus, they are often referred to as the modules. The modules are characters appearing as talking computer-drawn faces displayed on video screens, which that's actually pretty cool and what have you. Now, give me a second and I'll show you our main characters. Alright, now here's a picture here. We have the two big ones are Tess and Dan. The little red-haired girl is their kid sister, Daisy, and the little furry critter there is Kuma, who is, of course, Daisy's pet. It's kind of a weird hybrid cross between a raccoon and a monkey. And, of course, I've already mentioned about the two cars, of course. Wheels and Rhodey. Of course, you know Wheels is red and Rhodey is blue. Now then, now let me tell you all about the characters. Now, of course, Tess is the older sister to Dan and Daisy, and the de facto leader of the group. She drives Wheels. Dan is Tess's hot-headed younger brother who drives Rhodey. And of course, I've mentioned Daisy, the younger preteen sister to the two. The other characters include Dr. Zachary Darrett, who is a wheelchair-using engineer and runs the pole position operation and vehicle development. Now, Kuma, I've already mentioned. Now, about the cars, though, Wheels is a red and black 1965 Ford Mustang driven by Tess. Wheels' AI computer is more careful than Rhodey. While Rhodey is a more futuristic-looking light blue coupe driven by Dan, and Rhodey's AI computer is very smart and keeps Dan out of trouble. Yeah. Anyway, Each week, of course, they would go out and take on any sorts of bad guys who get in their way, and, well, as always, they take them down. But anyway, after 13 episodes were produced and aired over one season, the show ended in '84. But however, it continued to be rerun, and it would be rerun for a few months in 1986. Through the late '80s through the early '90s, it would later get rerun on the Family Channel, now Freeform to y'all. It would also get shown in the UK during the '80s, and let's see, I'm trying to look. Yes, on a show called The Saturday Superstore in '86, and then on the CBBC strand, that's Children's BBC, and was repeated in the early '90s on Saturday mornings as part of going live on BBC One. Now, I seem to recall seeing this as a kid, but I can't remember. But I did revisit this show years back on YouTube. That's right. And I think all episodes are available, but I can't guarantee you that. But there are some episodes, if you've never seen Pole Position. But I think this would be a show you might want to give a try. It may not quite be like the actual video game, but it still provides some good action like what you could get from any other type of fun action-packed show, you know. Of course, the music was done by Shuki Levy and Haim Saban, who, of course, are certainly no strangers to doing stuff for Deke. Of course, they recently did the music for their first two shows from the previous year, those being the syndicated Inspector Gadget and their first major Saturday morning show in the Lils. And of course, also they recently did the music for Ruby Spears' Mr. T cartoon and Filmation's He-Man: The Masters of the Universe. Also, the same year, I do believe they did the Get Along Gang music as well. And of course, the same year this came out, they also did the music for NBC's Kid Video, which of course Saban co-produced with Deke. Yeah. So, I'm just going to say that Pole Position is a very underrated show. I think a lot of people have not talked about this show, but I'm deciding to talk about this show because I think I'm mostly the one who brings back all the great memories of Saturday mornings from long ago after they've been dead for so long. Another fun fact is that writers on the show have included some pretty big names, including Mark Scott's The Cree. Of course, I'm thinking you remember this guy. He's written for shows like He-Man: The Masters of the Universe. He also wrote for Super Friends, The Real Ghostbusters, and The Smurfs as well. He'd also go on to write for sci-fi shows like Star Trek: The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, The Twilight Zone, Babylon 5, Friday the 13th, the series, Sliders, and Beauty and the Beast as well. Plus a lot of other shows. Which that's really cool. Chuck Lorre, who I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with this name. Yeah, this was one of his first shows to work on right on. He would also go on to be a writer for Mask, Defenders of the Earth, and Muppet Babies, which of course is one of the shows you can vote on for my upcoming 100 Saturday Morning TVLog coming in 2 weeks. I'll get to that when I get to the end of the video, alright? He also would, and of course, you are hearing me correctly, this is the guy who would also go on to create TV's 2.5 Men and The Big Bang Theory as well. Oh, yeah, and of course, Mom and Young Sheldon and Bob Hart's Abishola. Yes. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, big surprise. Ted Peterson, who recently worked on several Filmation shows as a writer, Michael Reeves as well, and Roby Gorin. So anyway, I think Pole Position is so cool. I like the way it looks and what have you. Its theme song's pretty good too. Anyway, I think Pole Position would be a show I would recommend if you're into maybe some cool racing and what have you, and even with a little bit of crime fighting and all that stuff. I'd say this would be right up your alley. Like I said, you can find full episodes on YouTube. I can't guarantee if all episodes are there because it's been some time. Now, in 2008, it got released on DVD in the UK in a complete series set. Let's see. A couple of years later, it got released with episodes of Cops and Jason the Wheeled Warriors, two later shows from Deke, except for Mill Creek Entertainment. Unfortunately, they only include 10 episodes. But then a few months later, they would release a set called TV Tunes to Go, which, of course, would feature the remaining 3 episodes that was not included. Which I think that's really cool. Don't have those, but now you know. Now, for the voice acting cast, we have Lisa Lindgren as Tess Darrett. Yes, that's some American actress. Kalina Kiff voices Daisy. David Coburn voices Dan. Jack Angel, who I'm pretty sure he's done lots of voice acting work, does the voice of Dr. Zachary Darrett. Marilyn Scheffler, who also was a big-time voice actress, does the voice of Kuma. Daryl Hickman does Rhodey, and Wheels is voiced by Mel Franklin. And for those of you who are hearing me correctly, you heard me correctly. That's actually Melvin Franklin, who was a member of the R&B act The Temptations. So anyway, now you know. So now you know about Pole Position, the animated series. Like I said, give it a watch. You might like it, you may not. You be the judge. But if you have seen Pole Position, please tell me what you thought about it in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, be a part of the Big D Nation. Yeah, my wrist is doing a little better. It's my hand that's really bothering me. But anyway, now that that's taken care of, I do hope you enjoyed the Pole Position Saturday Morning TVLog, and if you enjoyed this, check out these other 2 Saturday Morning TVLogs I've done. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for another show that came up that was on CBS based on video games, Saturday Supercade. And the upper right-hand corner is last week's Saturday Morning TVLog in Challenge of the Super Friends. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and go to the video where you can vote for my 100 Saturday Morning TVLog, which you have less than 2 weeks to vote for. Because so far, TMNT and Snorks are dead even with 4 votes and what have you. Muppet Babies and Alvin the Chipmunks right behind with 3. Dungeons and Dragons still has yet to score. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is the all-new Popeye Hour. And stay tuned for my review of the Page Master coming up tonight. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.